So something you may come across as you start entering data into your databases is occasionally you'll find that you've created a field with the wrong data type, and that you'll need to go back and repair the build of that table. But when you do that, if you go back to the entity relationship design model and follow the forward engineering process, what you're going to end up with is it's going to drop your entire database. And so if you've already input the data on a couple of tables, that can be really time-consuming loss. So in order to avoid doing that, I'm going to go show you a couple of tricks here to hopefully avoid having to drop everything and start over. So as an example here, I'm working on the Perfect Pizza database. I've already input my customer information. I've already input my employees. And I'm working on the product table here. So as I go to insert these values, I run into an error. And the error says duplicate entry 0 for primary key. So there's a problem with my primary key in this data set. So my primary key is here, product key, and it's these string types, so varying lengths of string. If I go back to my relationship design, I had actually created, like you do sometimes, product key as an integer. So I need to change my product key back to a varchar now that's fixed here, but again, if I go through the process of forward engineering, it's going to generate drop statements and wipe out everything I've already done, including my employee and customer tables. Well, I don't want to do that. So what you can do is, instead of going all the way through the process, you go ahead and start going through it. You go just step into it here, forward engineer, next. Go ahead and skip foreign key creation, or sorry, check the drop objects and generate drop schema. Next. One more time. Now do not hit next on this screen. You want to go ahead and just copy that script to your clipboard and then close it, cancel. Okay, so then if you hop back over here to your editor, if you'll open up a new SQL tab, it's over here on the left underneath File, get yourself a blank SQL tab, paste that in there. Then you need to just find the table that you're going to fix. So you scroll down to product. Product is my table that I'm going to fix. Okay. I got to get rid of that because of some compatibility issues. All right. So now we have the drop statement for just this table. So if you'll select and highlight that section of script and then execute it, it will go ahead and see successfully completed it, drop the table and recreated it as a new table with the correct product key as a varchar 10. Okay, and now you can go back. Now this is not going to work anymore. You're going to have to create a new table because this table for this object was dropped. So if I were to try and apply this here, it's going to tell me it doesn't work. Or it did work. Okay, I've run into times where that doesn't work, but hey, fortunately it did that time. If that doesn't work, if it fails on that, you'll have to just go back over here to your schema on the left, refresh, and then when you have your new table, just go through the regular steps of entering data, right click. You can paste your values here or rekey them in and then re-execute the upload. One way or the other, that's one way to avoid dropping everything and starting over. But you just grab the whole forward engineer script, select just the section of tables that you want to drop and recreate, and then again with that section of script highlighted, click on the execute button right here and run just that piece of code. And that way you don't lose everything you've already done. Okay?